देखिए साहब, एक पहली बात तो ये है कि मार्क्सवादी कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी की तरफ से हमारी एकजुटता फिलिस्तीनियों के साथ आज की बात नहीं, सदियों से ये एकजुटता हमारी रही है। उनके साथ मिलकर कई सारे संघर्षों में शामिल हुए हैं और हमारे मुल्क के आवाम की तरफ से हुए हैं। ये कोई पार्टी की बात नहीं है, ये हमारे मुल्क की आवाम जो है फिलिस्तीनियों के साथ और उनकी ज़मीन के लिए, उनके देश के लिए जो उनका हक है, वो हक को पूरा करने के लिए हम आज भी उनके साथ उतनी ही एकजुटता से हम सब लोग जुड़े हैं। और जैसे अभी दानिश भाई कह रहे थे कि देश की आवाम भी फ़लस्तीनियों के साथ जुड़ी हुई है। सो वी लाइक टू कन्वे अ solidarity, Excellency, Ambassador of Palestine here. We've conveyed it earlier, we'll continue to convey it till you succeed. Till you succeed, inshallah, that will happen, and that one day we'll all celebrate together. But right now, what is happening is something unheard of. Unheard of in the sense that in the entire conflicts of the recent half a century or since the end of the Second World War, we never had this sort of a genocidal attack against a population being committed in such a scale. As of now, as we are standing here, more than officially, an underestimate of more than 18,000 Palestinians have been killed, 70% of them women and children, and this bombing continues. And this bombing continues despite the fact that the United Nations Secretary General had to invoke unprecedentedly that Article 99 of their charter in order to convene the Security Council to stop this genocide. But for the US veto, it would have stopped. But the United States vetoed again on December 8th, and today the General Assembly is discussing, and we hope that the Government of India will take a humanitarian stand and vote for demanding an immediate unconditional ceasefire and the release of all the hostages. And that must be the demand from here that should go to the Government of India, saying this should be the official stand of the Government of India. Because the Palestinians have been denied their right to a homeland by a gigantic imperialist conspiracy and fraud. It goes back all the way to 1916, when after the First World War and the Ottoman Empire was ended, then you had France and Britain through two gentlemen. I mean, I don't know whether to call them gentlemen, but they were, one was Mr. Sykes and the other one was Mr. Pico. They sat down together on a piece of paper, they divided the Middle East and said, this is the English protectorate and this is the French protectorate. Palestine fell in the English protectorate. After that comes the Lord Balfour, who writes to the Palestinian, I mean, at that time, their Zionist leadership, saying that we are committed to giving you a state in this land of where Palestine stands today. That was in 1916, 1918. That could be implemented only in 1948. And the state that was there created by a United Nations resolution for Israel has now expanded to leave, I think, less than 10% at the moment of the land where Palestinians live as refugees. The West Bank and the Gaza. The Gaza is virtually being obliterated. In the West Bank, there are innumerable settlements of Jews that are brought in, sponsored, protected by the state, and with private armies. The Palestinians are constantly attacked and killed. The whole focus of the world is on Gaza, naturally, because of the scale of this genocide. But in West Bank, also every day Palestinians are being killed. And it is this sort of an inhuman massacre that I think it is impossible for humanity to tolerate. This has to stop. And that is why we are all here to extend not merely a solidarity, but whatever help we would like to and can render to our Palestinian brothers and sisters for the realization of their birthright for a homeland. and people cannot be denied their homeland. That's why I think all of us know the facts. We only urge upon the government of India to today vote for the resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, and to end this and to have a move towards a accepted United Nations solution of a two-state solution with East Jerusalem as the capital of the state of Palestine. That is the rock bottom of the thing that is not negotiable anymore. But all that I can say in the end, सभी आप जानते हैं कि रविन्द्रनाथ टैगोर जी हमारे देश के मतलब महान एक व्यक्तित्व रहे हैं और उनका प्रभाव आज भी हम सब पे पड़ता है। और उन्होंने एक ज़माने में जब जालियनवाला बाग का कांड हुआ था, उनको जो नाइटहुड जो दिया गया था ब्रिटिश हुकूमत की तरफ से, उसके उन्होंने उसको लौटा दिया। उस संदर्भ में या उसी के इर्द गिर्द मतलब मेरे ख्याल से उस संदर्भ में नहीं, लेकिन उसी के साथ साथ जो जुल्म और सितम जो हो रहे थे हमारे मुल्क में उस समय और दुनिया के अंदर, उन्होंने एक कविता लिखी जिसका एक पंक्ति मैं अंग्रेजी अनुवाद में आपको सुनाना चाहता हूँ। This goes as follows, what Rabindranath Tagore wrote. Give me a voice of thunder. Give me a voice of thunder that I may hurl imprecations on this cannibal whose gruesome hunger spares neither the woman nor the child. Give me a voice of thunder that I can hurl imprecations upon this cannibal whose gruesome hunger spares neither the woman nor the child. Today, the situation in Gaza is exactly that. And that is what we all have to build, a strong pressure, popular pressure. And in every capital of the Western world, every weekend, despite their governments putting ban, the French government, it's a crime in France today to hold a Palestinian flag. But despite that, lakhs of people march through Paris every weekend. London is seeing huge demonstrations to the extent that the British government was forced to abstain in the Security Council resolution and not veto, like exercising their permanent representative power, like the USA did. But in every single capital of the world today, protests are going on. As Danish said again, it's unfortunate that here we are not being permitted, not being allowed. But the sentiment of the people of India is there with you, is there with this struggle. And I would express very strongly that we should not merely continue this expression of solidarity, but actually convert it into some active form of solidarity, which I'm sure, and I hope that the Parliament will discuss this issue in the current session and take appropriate measures. So once again, please convey our solidarity to our brothers and sisters in Palestine, Your Excellency, and thank you, Adib Saab and this organization for inviting me to express my solidarity here. Thank you.